let us first see the use cases on here on the left, where Google themselves published success stories of how they are using, or rather used, design sprint. For the first case, let us see how it was applied to H&M. So before solution or applying design sprint, there should be a problem or a challenge, right? Because that's the main purpose of design sprint, to solve problems or business problems. In design sprint or design thinking, we usually phrase the problem statement using HMW, or how might we. In design thinking, sometimes it's called statement starter. So it's all the same. HMW, how might we, statement starter. This approach psychologically prompts you to answer a question. Hence, it is easier to come up with a solution. I can give you more example, but I'd rather do it either then, or you can also attend our overview program for a more thorough effect or discussion about HMW. So, going back, using this design sprint problem framing tool, let's practice it. The challenge here is, how might we, or how might they, in this case, give their customers a shopping experience that was unique for H&M Home. After some ideation sessions, the solution is to have a voice UI. So you can see the link there that matches the brand for H&M, or link there to see the case study. And the solution is to have a voice UI that matches the brand for H&M Home, which resulted to a user feeling like they're talking to a H&M Home stylist, right? What's more, they credit Design Sprint for being able to launch and test this complex solution in just 2 months, which would have taken them more than that, or even like half a year or a year, right? So they attribute Design Sprint for that successful launch and test prototyping. So you can check it out as well. Second test or second use case we have is, how might we explore the future of Files Go after Android Go launch, right? So you can actually check this in Play Store, but let's travel back in time, and this use case was done in 2017. Okay, so just to give a little bit of context, Files Go is basically a data storage manager that saves user an average of 1 gigabyte in just the first month of use. Their solution, right? See Files by Google now. That's what it is called now. No longer Files Go. It's Files by Google. The feature you will see or are seeing there are all results of their design sprint. Smart filter, file suggestion, which file to delete for freeing up space, file transferring, backup, and all. Right? This was primarily done in India because they said that in India, actually, there are a lot of smartphones with limited storage space. Right? It's like the budget smartphone. So that's one of the pain area of the users. And so they've come up with the idea of Files Go, which they've launched and then further enhanced using Design Sprint. The result, they said, is that in 2017 or 2017, it was already a 10 million plus download in Play Store. I've checked, and currently now actually they are on 1 billion plus download. This is as of 2023, March. All because design sprint almost guarantees a product to market fit, right? Which I would like to tweak a little bit to generalize the approach, which is design sprint actually helps us to have an idea to market fit, or if it is an internal application, an idea to audience fit, right? So you don't just come out of an idea or a solution just for the sake of coming up one, but actually using design sprint, you'll be able to ensure that that idea fits to your target market or target audience, right? So that's our second test case or use case in this scenario. Last of the Google cases we will discuss is the application of design sprint to Slack. If you are in the tech field, then most probably you have heard or used Slack, right? Their challenge at the beginning is, how might we explain Slack to a new target audience right? That's their challenge because when they applied design sprint, it was already being adopted in the tech industry, but they wanna get more market share, of course, and explain things to a wider audience. And the result, I guess, speak for itself. They were able to explain Slack to a wider audience in short, simple phrases. So all the links are there where you can check out the use cases in the website of Google Sprint. I just did a little bit of digging to add more context about it. But these are real life application of design sprint and their success story. But we won't stop there, of course. We will have the application of design sprint or use cases of design sprint in local context, which is in the Philippines. And these are our students who got certified. So I'll just move a little bit and transition. Okay, just had some little help for the transition so you can or I can shift position right now. Let me just not cover it. Okay, there you go. Now let us shift your focus to few success stories we have where our students applied design sprint, right? I would like to start with my personal favorite, which is the visitor experience app. And this was done by PJ, you will see here, or Paul Jan Domingo. He's actually the first one to implement design sprint in their company at that time, which of course paved way to more design sprint practitioners through our program. It is my personal favorite, not because, of course, we got more students out of it, but because one of the reason is they are actually utilizing UX in their company. But they still attended our design sprint program, which proves that you do not actually need to choose between methodologies, right? You can learn a lot of methodologies. You just have to use it and apply it to the correct problem or even to supplement it. Their challenge back then, and let us use how might we, of course, is that how might we redesign our office visitor experience, right? While Yondu, his former company, originally did not intend to sell the outcome of his sprint, now called Vima, VIMA, it is now out in the market. So if you are curious, you can freely check it at yondu.com/articles/yondu-vima. Okay. They also have a lot of other IT solutions in their company, so you can check them out. As I've said, he's not the only one facilitating design sprint right now, and actually, he's no longer part of the company, but his colleagues who are still there still uses design sprints. Okay, and they have a lot of other solutions that utilize design sprint as well. Next would be Jen, the one beside PJ. Next, wherein she redesigned their onboarding and new hire training process, proving that the versatility of design sprint application, because design sprint or design thinking doesn't always need to be about technology, right? Jen was part of a creative team in their company, and their company was actually looking for ways to improve their design thinking. Another example, the design sprint is a great supplementary methodology you can work with or can work alongside other design or innovation methodologies, right? Their challenge, how might we repackage our onboarding or new hire training process? The result is a completely revamped, interactive, and innovative onboarding experience for new hires, right? And this received overwhelmingly positive feedback from their test runs. This is Jen's word, not mine. It is from their company's application, right? So we have one product innovation, one service experience innovation, right? Two contrasting application and output of design sprint. One that is applied in technology and the other is in HR, right? Next is another product innovation, but this time it's not only purely about technology, it was applied in an MSME environment and in a very interesting line of business, art gallery. So, again, another versatility proof of design sprint. The challenge: how might we transition from a small art showroom to a mid tier art gallery? I also find this an interesting application of design sprint because initially the decider or the owner of the company actually doesn't want to go online, doesn't want to go with the digital transformation or digitalization because it is an art gallery, a showroom, and he's thinking that it might cheapen the showcasing of the arts if they just go online. However, because of the process that they underwent through design sprint that includes the decider, the result still ended up with the digitalization of their small art gallery into a robust website experience only with one iteration. So immediately, only after one iteration, they were able to revamp the initial idea, and then now they have like a strong website experience, right? So again, if you are curious of the result and interested in art, check out acegalleries.com to see not only visually appealing arts, but also heartwarming and soul satisfying pieces. This phrase actually came from me, not from their tagline there in their business, because when I visited their website, their outcome, their output, this is really what I've observed, right? So they were able to capture that soul satisfying showcasing of talent. And last but definitely not the least is the application of design sprint by Ilwanai. And the challenge is how might we innovate our team building service offer? Okay, so it's again not just only about technology. They reinvented their product and their service offering, and the result was a what they call core building. Right? This is a tailor-fitted team building model that they also sell. Right? If you want to learn more of how our students apply design sprint, and even learn some tips from them, check them in our website at School of Design Sprint, right? We will be also, or we've revamped our website, also, of course, using Design Sprint, right? So, what you will see in our new website is an outcome of Design Sprint as well. If you have feedback, since the main principle of Design Sprint is continue iterating as well, based on customer feedback, feel free to let us know maybe something else that we haven't captured during our design sprint. Okay, so don't hesitate. But if you will be interested, of course, for you to apply your design sprint, our programs are there in our website. So let me segue with that as well, right? Feel free to also apply. Or if you have more questions, you can reach me out in LinkedIn or in Facebook. I often respond there, right? Now, time to move on to the second part of our module and time to see my favorite alter ego, Arthur D2, again. See you on our next module.